What's going on, guys? Jamie the Kid 00 here. Got an Inzektor deck profile for you guys. I'm not going to be explaining this one, so I'm basically going to let him take it away here, and I'll chime in on anything that gets forgotten. So, take it away.
Okay, so you might be familiar with Billy Brake's deck that recently topped YCS Toronto. Is it with Toronto?
Yeah, it was Toronto, I believe.
Might have been in either one before. Anyway, here it is. It's, you want to play one Dragonfly and three Centipede.
This is your kind of similar take on it. It adopts the same ideas, but there were a few ideas that you weren't comfortable with that you played, yeah?
Yeah, a few ideas that I just don't feel worked when I play tested it.
Yeah, either way, I'll let you carry on.
The 1 Gigamantis. Instead of playing the 3 Ladybugs, just play the 2, I felt if you draw 2 in your opening hand and no other monsters, it's not going to go well for you. But if you're playing 3, the chances of opening 2 would be a lot higher. So it's just nice so you can use Centipede and Ladybug together. They work really well. And of course the 1 Hornet, which is now 1 as well, exactly like the Dragonfly. Okay, then you need, because lots of those cards got limited, you need a search engine to get them out. So the main one is Mystic Tomato, so you're playing 2 of those. And I opted for an Armageddonite instead of a Foolish Burial. Although I've tested Foolish Burial, I was always opening Tomato. So
the ability to tomato into.
Yeah, so Tomato into this guy. I mean, there's pros and cons to both because Foolish Burial you have to send cards.
Foolish Burial is inherently a -1. At least with that you've got field presence and things like that.
Yeah.
It's more what you're comfortable with. It's player preference, I guess.
Yeah. The other good thing is, yeah, exactly. That's field presence. The thing I was finding as well is that I was drawn into a Hornet or getting it another way, and then get drawn into the Foolish Burial.
And going, well, what do I use this for now?
Yeah. What do we use it for now? So Armageddonite's got other uses.
Yeah.
Spirit Reaper is something you can get off Mr. Tomato still as well. And
obligatory tour guide engine.
2 tour guides in the Sangan. And then the hand traps. He was playing 2 Maxi and 2 Vela, but I felt that playing 2 Maxi gives you no way to actually stop the OTKs. It gives you lots of cards, but no actual ways to stop the OTKs. So that's why there's Gauze in there instead. And then I played the 1 BLS. That's instead of Dark Arm Dragon. I found that mid-game, even though Dark Arm Dragon is a good card, I always had more than 3 Darks in grave. And in the YCS build, there was no way to regulate the grave with stuff like Pot of Avarice. So it was just always a dead draw.
Once you got to about 5 Darks, it was completely dead. You were never going to manipulate it that much.
Yeah, I felt the average was always about 5 or 6 Darks you'd have in grave when you drew him.
And you can only really be comfortable at 4 when you've got Dad in the deck.
Right.
Spell lineup.
Spell lineup. 3 MST and Heavy. Got to play that. Kill Skill Ray, which is your main gripe for the deck. Anything that gives you a clear field to start popping monsters is always good. And
almost all the side deck hate is Spell Trap as well, so whatever they'd side against you.
Yeah. 2 Inzektor Sword, which that gives you your combos. You might have to have a look at what some of the combos are with it, but there's a lot of great plays with attaching to Dragonfly mainly.
And the combos with things like control with Centipede and things like that. Sorry, I had to cut out a phone ringing.
Okay. So you've got 2 Duality and a Lure, which is going to give you your draw engine as such.
Nothing much else on that.
Nothing much else to talk about on that. Apart from Allure, you might think there's not stuff you want to remove. You don't want to remove your Inzektor stuff, but there's stuff like Armageddonite and Mystic Tomato and stuff like that.
It's also the fact that late game when you don't need Ladybugs anymore, that can give you 3 pluses by searching a Ladybug with Centipede. So it's essentially a +1 in that regard. I remember we were talking about something like that.
And the other thing to note about the tomato engine there is I don't actually play the Trooper one in Earth. That's because I found that this cards if you start milling like the centipedes and the dragonflies with a card Trooper, it's not going to, the game isn't going to go very well for you.
You really want to be drawing those.
Yeah. And your spells as well. You're just going to mill all these spells. Yeah, you're going to mill these with Trooper. I mean.
And again, the avarice is to put back, because essentially you've only got 4 decent monsters, the 3 centipedes and the dragonfly that you want to be drawing. So if you've been through all of those, you really want to be avaricing them back.
Yeah, if you're playing an engine without Hopper, you've got to play this.
Yeah, easily. Need more normal summons. Trap line?
Then trap lineup is really small, which is 2 bottomless and 1 solemn. I've got 1 compulse in there as well.
It's because it's so good this format.
And then we got 2 Call of Haunted. Instead of free, because normally this gets back Trooper and stuff to give you a free draw, but I don't play Trooper, but this can still get you back Sangan, Dragonfly, stuff like that, so I thought I'd play 2
Tomato
instead.
to intercept battle and things like that. It's just good.
If you've got more room, if you find an extra card in the main deck there, a monster you can drop, you can always drop this for 2 Solemn Warnings and it'll do the same job, because Solemn Warning is still a good card as well.
This is just a truly anti-monster deck, really. Onto the extra.
Right, the extra deck is just 1 Armory Arm. That's the only synchro I play in case you draw a level 3 in a Veiler. And also it's a light, so it counts towards the Blackluster Soldier as well. Level 3s. Most of these are self-explanatory, apart from him maybe. You want to summon these all the time, these 5. They're good for all sorts of situations. And Giga Brilliant is also, you're not playing many lights in the main deck, so you would always go for that. There's so many level 3s.
If you've got Tour Guide BLS in hand, you go Tour Guide, Brilliant, BLS is live. Simple as that.
Not many level 4s. You can use Tomato, and you can also increase Centipede's level with Ladybug by 1 to make these. So
they're live, but you won't make them every game.
And then, if you increase anything to level 5 with Ladybug, you've got these 3. Then, once their materials run out, you can also make Gaia Dragon as well, so it's not completely useless with no materials on it.
And that brings us to the end of the video. Any final thoughts on how the deck's been playing this format? You still think it's quite valid?
Yeah, it is. It's a bit slow, and you might have a bit of trouble against decks that swarm the field a lot and wreck your plays. If they remove Hornet as well, that's a big problem.
Yeah.
But no, anything that plays a slow game with lots of set monsters, that's the type of deck you really want to be playing against. So might have a decent matchup against Gear, although I haven't played Gear with this deck yet.
I imagine it would be quite good against Gear because of the 1 turn wait, really. You know, they set the Gear on because they have to wait 1 turn to make any plays, really.
Yeah, anything that sets monsters is this deck's gonna do a bit better against those.
Yeah. Alright guys, that's been an Inzektor deck profile. I hope you've enjoyed, because I know a few of you have been asking about it. If there was too much background noise, feel free to leave a comment asking what was said and I will translate for you over the background noise. But otherwise, yeah, this has been Jamie the Kid 00 and I'll see you guys soon with some more content. Peace.